start, John. What's up, guys? This is Titan Lifestyle. We're back. It's Friday. I got John with me again today, so it's always good when he's back in the lab.
Yeah.
But let's jump right into it.
Happy Halloween, guys. Straight off, man. You know, this is a holiday that, you know, I love to celebrate. I think it brings out the kid in everybody if you do. And you lose all of your little kidness if you have it. You got to keep young in different ways, shapes, and forms. I believe this is the day. Plus, this is the day where all girls get a pass.
Yeah, right.
Sexiest thing ever, and get away with it without, you know, having any problems.
What I used to like is when I was like younger, or even now, like the girls that never, like you don't know what they're working with, so to speak. Like you don't even know if they have a nice body. You don't know, and then all of a sudden, like they're just playing every day. Then all of a sudden they put on like, wait. You always hear like the office stories, like, oh, you see this like at the Christmas party or something, where they're all dressed up. But yeah, it is their excuse. Yeah, it's definitely an excuse.
Definitely an excuse, but it's definitely a way for them to be able to show their goods and look sexy as hell. So
I'm sure, not get a label.
Not get a label.
Labels that night,
and especially on nights like this. So Halloween falls on Friday. So Friday, you know, it's the weekend. I'm sure everybody's raring to get out of work, get their little costume on, and get out to some place, shape, or form. You know, in Florida here, it's actually kind of cooler today, so it's going to be cooler tonight, which is usually it's different where it's a lot warmer. So you know, costumes are going to fly down, but like up north, it's getting a little bit colder too. So but those girls up there, they still wear the shortest costumes. It doesn't matter if it's snow on the ground or not. So at this point, we'll see what happens tonight. You know, we're going to go out and do a little thing tonight and see how it goes.
You know, definitely cold weather came at the wrong time, though. I mean, certain people like it, but with being outside, especially like the kids and stuff, trick or treating, it's going to be cold, which is cold for us, which is like, what is it, 55, 60, something right now. But
it should be good, though. It should be good. So this week, we have a couple different things going on for you guys. You guys can call about more information on this. We've got different therapies that we're offering and different specials, like blood work and all that. So if you guys are looking for blood work specials or want more information about what we can do for you guys service-wise, hormone replacement therapy, medical weight loss, vitamin amino acid injectable therapies, rejuvenation, detox, libido enhancers, peptides, and blood work, all nationwide for you guys. So let's get into some topics here. So few questions, like commonly asked questions, because I like to run down this pathway that I get, and I think that, you know, people out there might have the same questions, right? And they might seem dumb to me and Drew or somebody else, but they're not dumb questions. They're actually really good questions. So the first question was what age should I start TRT at or HRT at?
It's a good question.
It's a good question, man.
It's a good question.
Because, you know, people really don't know. It's like, is there a set age that maybe I should start, or you know, how does that work? So the answer to that is really, you know, there is no determined age, right? You could be 22, you could be 32, you could be 42, you could be 52. The thing about it is the blood test and where your levels are at. So if you blood test and you're like, you know, you're 25 years old, but you're only coming back at a 200 total testosterone, and let's say a 5 on free testosterone, then you're a candidate for testosterone replacement, hormone replacement therapy. So, you know, at that point, like, don't put an age on these things. You know, everybody is different, and people need the blood test to really find out where they truly are and where their numbers are at. Because like I said, blood tested tens of thousands of people, all different ages. I've seen 50-year-olds have better testosterone levels than 20-year-olds. You know, so.
And with women too, their testosterone, they do have a little bit of testosterone. So it's the same with women. Like, you know, some women, need HRT. But like John said, the blood test is everything.
Right.
Don't go off of how you feel. Everyone goes off of how they feel. Right. And a lot of guys too, they say, oh, I'm going to start HRT, but their testosterone's already too high. So you can't just decide to start HRT. Right. You can't just be like, oh, I want to do HRT. You have to qualify for it. Right. You know, it's kind of like working out. Like, what can I do to get big? Everyone's different. What can I do to get my test up? Everyone's different. So get the levels checked. Like John said, it's the only way to know.
It's the only way to know.
You could Google search or do symptoms and chat GP, whatever. You never know unless you actually get the blood test.
I mean, you can put your symptoms in of what you have for low testosterone, put those symptoms in, let's say Google or Grok or whatever it is. It's going to come up with a million different things that could be wrong with you. And that's going to freak you out, right? So you don't want to be freaked out. Like AI and Google. AI and Google and all this, great tools, but AI is not always right and will fabricate some different things. So you just gotta just be smart about what information you're taking and really, really, truly understand it. So, with HRT, same way. I've got the exact same thing from growth hormone. And God, I was like, what age should I start growth hormone at, or growth releasing peptide? And that really depends on where your blood work shows, right? If you're already optimal, let's say you're at the top of the range, there's no reason to really start taking a growth releasing hormone peptide or growth hormone in general. And even when we go back to the point where Drew is like, guy could be super high in testosterone, wants to start HRT. Well, you're only like going to do yourself a disservice if you're super high naturally. Let's say you come back at an 850. Why in the hell would you want to mess with 850?
Exactly. Right? That's exactly where you should be. And for people hearing these numbers, 850 is like where you should be.
850 total, like, through LabCorp, like that's how it should be. Through Quest, if you were like 900, 1,000, because it goes up to 1,050, you're great. Like, don't mess with those levels. Don't mess with anything there, because that's working great. Right? It's like
you're fortunate. You're fortunate to have optimal levels and not have to do HRT. But there's other stuff that Titan you can do too. So it's not just about hormones. If you get your testosterone levels back, whether it's through us or whoever, and it's 850, 900, and you're good, that doesn't mean you can't cause for other stuff too.
Absolutely.
So a lot of times you hear people say with the blood work, oh yeah, my testosterone level's good. I don't need anything from Titan. We do way more than just blood work. It could be general health. It could be hair, skin, nails. It could be weight loss, aminos, energy, help you sleep. So, I mean, it goes everything.
There's always areas of improvement that you can do. Even if you think you're at the top level, blood work comes back perfect. I mean, every test comes back optimal and perfect. It doesn't mean you can't be better and do better or add longevity onto that too as well. Because that's the big thing. People think about right here, right now, where's everything at? But people don't think down the road, where's it going to be? Or how can I literally like improve longevity, right? Through time. And what some of these therapies can do is actually help with mitochondrial effect and protecting mitochondria. And if you don't know what mitochondria is, I suggest you look it up, because mitochondria is one of the special things in our body that produces so many different things and helps in so many different areas, right? And at that point, mitochondria can be damaged. It can damage other things too if it's not proper. And at this point, there's different therapies out there and different peptides that are actually helping with mitochondria out there. There is a new peptide that just got FDA approval, and it's been a peptide that we've had for a long time. It's called SS31. And what does that do? And that actually helps protect and improve mitochondria. Mitochondria is something that before you could not get tested easily. Mitochondria, and there's mitochondrial diseases and stuff out there. And what happens is if somebody wanted to test their mitochondria before now, what they'd have to do is they'd have to get a punch, and they punch actually a piece of the muscle. They punch out. So
if they take like a sample of it,
that's correct, of your muscle, to get the mitochondria, to be able to read the mitochondria. Now you can do it through blood. So that is a game changer, because if you can test mitochondria, you can see a lot of different things in the body, or understand maybe what's going on if there's something that's off. So, I mean, everything from energy production, oxidative stress, like it's super, super important. So in a lot of the therapies that we deal with help with mitochondria too. We just don't talk about it as much. Just want to bring it up here, because it's something to actually to research with if you don't know what it is, and to really understand the body. It's when we talk about some of these therapies, me and Drew, and you guys might not know what we're talking about, you guys can research a little bit about this and come back to us with questions too as well. We'd love that, because that really drives more education, more knowledge for everybody. It gives me and Drew a starting point of to see, hey, listen, where do you guys want to go with this? What do you guys want to talk about? And what can we learn together? Because that's what this is. This should be like a learning session, fun session, where me and Drew are coming in here answering questions with you guys, talk about lifestyle stuff, maybe some different things that are important or trending too as well. But
the more information, the better with everything. I mean, literally with everything, with a relationship, with work, with anything. So information is good. I'm an information junkie. I'm a YouTube, Google junkie. I watch for hours every day, and I've been doing it for over a decade.
It's good.
Information, but it's also good when you can get the live information, the questions that come right back from someone that you may, follow or look up to. We could actually interact with them. That's what's good about the internet and everything now. It's like we could actually talk and mingle with these superstars and actors. And I had someone say the other day that someone in the NBA, they messaged them back, And it was just weird that you have access to like
That's crazy.
Instagram DMs and stuff like
that's
that.
crazy.
Where before it was like a picture or a newspaper article and that's it.
Yeah,
like even video was like you tune in at 6 p.m. for highlights in Sports Center.
Right.
Now it's just
you had no way to connect with these people and
Yeah.
contact them. And now it's
people are
opened
spoiled now. They got, service 50 states, call now, ship to your house, blood work, do blood work through the online, blood work from your phone. I mean, everything is so easy. So that's why now there's a huge buzz with HRT.
Yeah.
Like there's a huge like HRT and peptides and all this stuff is huge right now. It's like I've never seen it being this big. I mean, the HRT thing was kind of like when you started, it was kind of like, people didn't really know about it. They thought it was dangerous. But now that everybody knows it's helping, it's I mean, you'll see just a random guy that doesn't even work out, doesn't even care. He feels great because of HRT. A lot of people are their depression, literally curing depression off of HRT because their sense of well-being is way off and they're just depressed. Their levels are low for years and years, and that causes other problems for years and years where they're just mental. And it's literally solving like a lot. Whether it's libido, depression, everything. So
even for females,
it's not just for muscles. It's not just for fat loss. It's not just for the mirror. People always think HRT is going to change the mirror. It can, but it doesn't have to. That's not its purpose. Purpose isn't to change the mirror. It's to get you functioning right, feeling right, living longer, more optimal.
Absolutely. Man, I think it's a great point. And a lot of these, negative like stigmas about hormones or testosterone have been debunked from males and female side of things. So, I mean, females, there was literature that was put out that said that, estradiol, like, because after, a woman hits menopause, what happens is their estrogen starts decreasing and then their skin starts drying out, hair and nails start getting brittle. And then the other thing that happens is they get vaginal dryness, right? And this is where estrogen is introduced for a female because it starts, giving more moisture to the skin, helping the hair and nails get better. And then, obviously fixes the vaginal dryness portion for the female. So,
we also have stuff here at Titan that can help with that too.
Absolutely.
Dries libido. We have stuff for the men that the men will stay hard, the women will stay wet.
Yeah.
So that's the easiest way to put it.
Hormones fix those things. And for, my point to that was like, females were going through postmenopause. What happens to them is their testosterone decreases, their estrogen decreases. So at that point, they go through osteoporosis and all these different things and negative effects. No energy, no libido, no drive for sex, even if they want to have sex. And then they do, it's desert down there.
Yeah.
So, there's different things to look at. And that just makes you back to go look at blood tests, see what's going on. And then if you need optimization or fixing, then you can do it. And you have an educated decision to look at and a roadmap per se, say, hey, listen, this is where we are and this is where we need to go. What do you got, Drew?
Matsi.
Woo, talking about mitochondria. That's one right there.
Perfect right there. But Matsi, it's going to be talking a little bit about Matsi in terms of like what it does for bodybuilding. Now, people don't know Matsi. It's basically like, for lack of a better term, a fat burner, something you would take to lean out, get shredded. But there's plenty of other benefits. Some of these benefits that I was reading up on, I didn't know about, and so
mitochondria with Matsi is a big one, right? You see that mitochondria open reading, right, Frank?
Yeah.
So what they basically say is Matsi is basically exercise in a bottle. Is what they say. It basically sets your body up into metabolism rate that it thinks it's exercise, right? Mitochondria, the body in general, ATP getting produced. So Matsi is a really, really good one as far as for fat loss, for sugar levels too as well. There's a lot of different benefits to Matsi. Matsi is a great peptide that now is starting to get a lot more traction out there. And like I said, this is something that you can add onto your regimen and, at that point, put your body in the state of exercise mode all the time when you're on it.
Yeah,
and that's
like when you can mimic, and then the thing is, the thing about this, if it mimics exercise, so it's making your brain think exercise. Just imagine when you do exercise, it's almost like you're getting double the workouts or double thing.
Yes.
So just quick benefits with Matsi would be weight loss, fat loss, increased energy levels, improves insulin sensitivity, which is huge because a lot of times when that's up, everything else is low. So for diabetics, Matsi would be a peptide and it would be a great type for diabetics. So anybody who's a diabetic, Matsi would be great. I was just talking about how it improves insulin sensitivity. So diabetics that's
another sugar levels.
Enhances mitochondrial health, just like what John was saying. So it's not just fat loss. It can help you live longer, healthier life. Provides numerous anti-aging benefits, potential for treating cognitive decline in Alzheimer's disease, anti-inflammatory, protective against acute lung injury, so your lungs, stimulates osteogenesis, like John was talking about, combats osteoporosis, same thing John was saying, and improved coronary endothelial function, basically cells on the anterior surface of your coronary arteries.
Which is huge.
Now, in bodybuilding, in terms of bodybuilding, I mean, that's like, it's not gonna let me get.
I mean, I wouldn't even say for bodybuilding in general.
In general, but I know the bodybuilding thing is huge now. Now it's like Retta and Mott's is like the biggest thing right now.
Yeah,
it's like huge.
I mean, if I was gonna put three things together, I would probably do Retta, Mott's, and I can't do Retta, but I would do Retta, Mott's, and then testosterone. If I had to, like, but with the basis of HRT, the foundation, and then I'll stack those things on top. So I can't take Retta. I mean, I'm putting ECAs in line with that, but like MOTS-C is another good one that a lot of patients will get a lot of great benefits from. And whether you're just sitting in the office, just hanging out, or you're actually utilizing, being active with it, have a good diet and training. And if you have those things, you're going to get a hell of a lot better result than if you're just sitting in the office and using this and a GLP.
Yeah, like why not get both, get the best out of it? It's kind of like, having a salad with Coke.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about this effect, right, where you have MOTS, and let's say you could do Retta and you could do testosterone. Now you have three things that are literally targeting weight loss, improving the effects of the body, and at that point, that your sugar levels are in check. I mean, there's so many great benefits of those three. But the biggest thing I would say is if you use Retta and testosterone together with MOTS, then at that point your visceral fat will probably be like.
You'll be looking like Mike.
Yeah, I mean, gone,
looking
right?
like Michael.
Oh, yeah. Mike does use all those peptides too, so it does help get that way. One way or the other. I mean, trust me.
It's crazy because like MOTS-C, we've had MOTS-C for a little bit now, but ever since Retta and Semi and all these other ones started flowing into, it's kind of not so much forgotten about, but I know in terms of bodybuilding, the bodybuilding thing, when people are asking me about this and that, it's always that.
Yeah.
Especially now with the big lockdown, or a lot of times athletes can't get supplements they're used to taking now.
Yeah.
So now everyone's coming with the real stuff, the legal stuff, the stuff that's intended for your body where you know what it is. So MOTS-C is huge. I'm gonna probably have some of my athletes look into it.
Yeah.
But
that's a good one. For sure.
It's kind of like I almost forgot about it a little bit.
There's so many new peptides.
There's so many.
It's crazy. I mean,
and you need to have like a peptide dictionary to understand what each of them are.
Yeah.
A lot of ones with the numbers, the BPC and SLU, and it's kind of people are like, I feel like I'm looking at algebra when I'm.
I know. It's something you got to keep up on too, because I mean, some of these things are building blocks on top of each other, but some are just all brand new, and they're coming out every single day with new ones.
And you got to watch out too. Make sure you're getting the right one, because the numbers are so similar. Like, say if you have something, this is just random numbers and letters. Say if you have an X52, there may be an X51. So you never know. Like, don't just automatically click or go or call Titan and be like, this is what I want. Like, make sure those numbers are adding up right. Even if it's something like IGF, if it's an LR3, or make sure it's there's so many different ways to do it. It's kind of like going grocery shopping. When you see something you used to get, and you're like, oh, that's the orange box. And next thing you know, you go, oh wait, this is the sugar free. This is this and that. So be careful, especially when you're ordering stuff where you don't need blood work for. Now, MOTS-C is something that you don't need blood work for.
Nope.
So no blood work needed. So when people are calling in or asking about it, like if people are interested in it, it's not something that you would have to get blood work for. So a lot of stuff is hormone regulated. So a lot of these places, what they do is you need to get the blood work first. So with this,
no blood work needed.
All you gotta do is be a patient. So you go to the website, fill out the new patient paperwork or whatever, or however you want to do it. But you could also call 727-389-3220. Just ask the girls or ask whoever answers the phone. They'll give you all the information you need. We're just telling you a little bit about it right here. You can call them more if it's something you need to look into.
If you want more information about it, call or text the number.
Yeah.
Simple and easy to do. Real simple and easy to do. Okay, 2:30.
I'm not sure why my watch just told me it was 2:30 p.m.
She's let us know. She's let us know what is going on here. What is definitely going on. All right. Next subject today, I want to talk about. I want to talk about the holidays. The holidays are coming up. Now, obviously, it is October 31st today. So tomorrow is November 1st. So what do we got coming? Thanksgiving. And after that, we got Christmas.
See, my favorite holiday of all
It
time.
means a lot of eating is coming. A lot of holiday parties are coming. A lot of alcohol for people. A lot of tryptophan is coming for Thanksgiving for sure. So at this point, like, how are you going to prepare for this? Right? If you're, especially on a weight loss journey, if you're on a weight loss journey, this is not going to be good. If you like to eat, especially these foods, because these are a lot of good foods, it's not going to be a pleasant time for you, or you're going to be feeling guilty afterwards, or you're going to think that I'm going to devour all this now and I'll just burn it off in the gym tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think you can go tomorrow and say, yeah, I'm going to do an hour party. I'll be, no, it doesn't work like that.
It does not work like that. If you are fit, all right, like a Drew or me or what, this range, right, then you'll probably be able to be okay. If you're not, and you're like, damn, like, what am I going to do here? I was doing really good in my weight loss journey. Now I got the holidays coming up. What should I do? Well, there's a couple different things that you can look at, like GLPs with curbing the appetite and such.
Yeah.
Testosterone is another peptide. It's an oral peptide that can help with curbing appetites and such. And this is kind of what you want to do. You want to prepare for those days. Now, you get prepared for those days in a couple different ways, whether you go into calorie deficit, unless you're already in a calorie deficit. That's
Yeah.
You know, for the first couple of days before and the first couple of days afterwards, if you're going to eat and you know you're going to eat. Some people, you have to go to 3 different places on those days.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, get the plates.
If it's divorced or you got family you got to go to, you're at grandma's and they're expecting you to eat. Like, I know, like, coming from a Greek family, like, you went over to somebody's house and they offered you food and you said no, it was disrespectful to them.
Yeah.
You know, so at that point, you know, you got to eat a little bit. But they're going to be like, oh, why don't you finish your plate? And, oh, you want another one?
Sure, why not? It's Thanksgiving.
At the first house, I'm like, probably not. I got to go to the second. The second house, I'm like, fine, I go to the third. Because I used to do this with Sharice.
Because the third house is always like when you get like the sweets. And
Yeah,
stuff. That's when you're tired of eating food. So you start getting like plates of pies.
I'll tell you, like, we would do Thanksgiving at our house, then we'd have to go over Sharice's mom's, and then her dad, and then we would go over her grandma's house too. And my family come over, so there was a lot of eating. Go over her grandma's house, man. Everything was curry this and curry that. And I'm not a big curry eater, so you know. But she'd like, gotta have some. So I'm like, all right, I'll eat some of the chicken, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you're looking to do that, this is the way to do it. If you want to eat, you need to grow.
MK.
This is MK day. This is a perfect day for MK.
MK,
right?
Yeah.
Like, eat the first house, take it, go to the second house. You need to take it again, maybe take it again, but I don't think you'll need to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, there's different things for different people, and whatever you're at in your journey, whether it's gaining weight or losing.
It's funny you say that about the MK because the other day I was like cleaning some stuff out and I found one MK.
Oh, really?
In my luggage from like a long time ago. And when I saw the white, this isn't what they always are, but this is what mine. When I saw the white, one side was white and one side was green. I knew it was MK.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't always come like that. It could be different, but I'm just saying I knew that was mine for my prescription because it was legally mine.
Yeah.
But I found it and I was like, what? I was like, wait, when should I take it? When should I take it? And I was like, Thanksgiving's coming in 3 weeks. So I literally have it. Well, I'm going to take it. First thing in the morning, I'm going to wake up and take it and not eat for 2 hours after taking it. And I'm just going to go crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, it's literally MK Day. Like, that's the same thing I was thinking, MK Day. Now, real quick with the Thanksgiving, too. You guys, like I've said before in videos or even on my personal videos I've done, like, it's not the food that's messing you up. It's the condiments, the oils, the seasonings. So that day, if you want to have turkey, have the turkey. Just get the right, you know, there's so many sugar-free barbecue sauces and sugar-free and low sodium this. And I can't believe it's not this, but it really, now people will say, oh, it's sucralose, it's this and that, but that's a lot better. Yeah. Just for that one day. So I would say do your little bit of research in terms of sugar-free, low sodium, quality sauces. And if you say, oh, that's expensive or I'm not paying that much, you're not eating it every single day. It's Thanksgiving. You know, so if you want to spend $7, $8 on a bottle of barbecue sauce, get quality sauce as opposed to $2 or $3 at Publix or whatever. Right. Do it. It's just Thanksgiving, you know. And also, too, real quick, the last thing is make sure your digestion is on point before you start pounding the food. So a couple of days before, if you know that cheese or milk or something messes you up, or certain things, peanut butter may mess you up, get your digestion, make sure your regular stuff first, because you don't want to be a little bit off and then start packing in a whole bunch of bad food, foreign food you're not used to, because then it's going to take like days to get everything out. So I'm not saying go do a colonoscopy, but
No,
at
for
the
sure.
same time,
Yeah.
make sure you're good before you start
Definitely.
packing. Well, we could be Thanksgiving, could be any day. Just make sure you're good before you just start packing it on, because I know a lot of people, myself included, have had digestive issues. So you want to get that in track first, especially if you're concerned with weight loss and muscle building and this. You don't just want to just be pounded on and take 2-3 days to filter everything out, or even longer.
This is true. This is very true. Digestion is a big part of things for sure.
If you're not digesting properly, you're not feeling good. You have headaches and everything, heartburn. You're moody. People don't realize that like you could be moody and snappy and everything just because you haven't gone like all day. You're like in the bed, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's like yeah, it's like. So it can affect a lot of different things. Yeah, lost 10 pounds.
Oh man. All right. What else do we got here? Let me see one more thing.
Yeah, digestive enzymes help. I'm a fan. You could also do dark leafy greens a couple days before. You can do some green smoothies. Throw some broccoli, kale, spinach. Yeah, I know it's disgusting. Oh well, drink it. Get it over with. Get your stomach right.
Yeah, hey, listen.
I used to make a SHIT shake. I used to call it a shit shake.
Oh no.
Back in the day, before I,
Where to make it go?
I would literally take broccoli. Prune juice would be the best, the liquid. I would take broccoli, kale, spinach, and instant coffee. Oh, and I would drink that every night. Oh, so in the morning time, Oof. But yeah, that's kind of crazy, and it would taste disgusting. I used to almost gag when I drank it, but it literally worked. Like it literally.
If you got your thing, guys, that's definitely the way to go.
I haven't done it in years, and I'll probably never do it again. Yeah, there's better ways to do it, but.
So I got another guy that came in today. I think it's a pretty good thing to bring up for guys out here. So prostate. Guy came in, guy's been a patient for a long time, guy's been a friend for a long time. His prostate's at like a 10. PSA is like a 10. Anything over a 4, guys, is concerning. You should go to urologists to check out. Doesn't mean you have prostate cancer, but could be early stage of prostate cancer. It could be an infected prostate, right? Because infections can happen in the prostate. Or it could just be the way you are. And let me explain this, because you're like, well, at a 10, it should be under 4. Like, why is that? How is that? I've seen a lot of patients come through with prostate problems, and some of them have really had early stage of prostate cancer, and they found out from urology after we sent them over. Some guys have had infections, like I talked about, or some people, that's just the way they are. I had one guy that came back at a 15 on his prostate, scared as hell that he had cancer. Went to urology, they do the finger test, everything's good there. And then after that, the guy asked me today, he's like, well, what do they do? Just a finger test? I'm like, no. I was like, what they'll do after that is they'll go in and they'll do a biopsy of the prostate. And the biopsy of the prostate will tell them if there's prostate cancer or not. And some people, their biopsies come back perfectly fine, but their prostate is still enlarged. And they're just fine like that. Like, we literally treat them now like just like a regular patient, but we have to find out. This diagnostic checking can do this. So this is something that I encourage males to get done. Get the colonoscopy done at 40 years old, 45 years old is what they say. If you've had colon cancer, prostate cancer, anything like that in your family, you're at a higher risk, and that's when you should do it at 40. I'm 44. My dad's had colorectal cancer. I definitely need to go get it done when I get back. Like, next couple of weeks, I'm gonna try to get it scheduled. But this is important.
I got a friend dealing with prostate cancer right now, so
it's important. It's important. And I'm telling you, like, up into the stages where my dad found out he had prostate cancer, he was literally like, crapping blood and all this other things. I'm like, Dad, there's something wrong here, right? Like, this is not like normal to do. So if you have any of these different, symptoms, and you can look up the symptoms of prostate cancer, colorectal cancer. Don't get freaked out if you have one of them. But if you have multiple symptoms, this is something you really need to get checked out. This is something that I really believe in, because prostate cancer, colorectal cancer is on the rise. Younger guys are getting this, where this wasn't a thing before. Usually, like, prostate, like, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, you can get prostate cancer. At that point, you can pretty much live it out, right? Without dying from prostate cancer. But
what are the signs? Like signs?
So, yeah, difficulty starting or stopping to urinate. So usually if you have big prostate problems, like you get up in the middle of the night and you got to go like 3 or 4 times, or you can't go at all. And you're like, I gotta go.
Yeah, I've heard
that's
what I heard. A friend of mine has prostate cancer, and he said, I said, what does it mean you can't go? It's almost like constipated urination.
Can't go. Yeah.
I was like,
can't go. It's so crazy to think about, right? So it'll be hell.
Weird. Like,
it's hell.
Like water, you can't.
It's
like,
hell.
Yeah.
So these are different things that you want to look for and say, listen, if I have so many symptoms, I need to go talk to the doctor. And not time. Like we'd love to help you out in that aspect, but that's not our scope, right? We can help you out with like diagnosing, like, all right, well, this is what we found. Go to a specialist who's just dealing with this. But it's something you can take care of. Like some patients, like they don't have any issues, but they have a enlarged prostate, and they take like Flomax or a daily Cialis of 5 milligrams for BPH. So this is some different things you guys can look at, and if you have any pain or burning sensations or anything like that, obviously that can be an STD too as well. So make sure you're good on that end. But usually it'd go right along with the prostate too as well. Now, if you're getting blood work done for a prostate, there's a couple things that you should know about before you get it done. One, if you ejaculate 24 to 48 hours before a blood test, it can raise your PSA levels. Your PSA will enlarge every time you ejaculate. So make sure that you're good there, right?
That's pretty much sex in general.
Yeah. Okay. If you self or help.
Yeah.
One way or the other, right? Don't do it. Just stay away from it. Stay absent until you get the blood test done, because that could skew the numbers. Other than that, you want to stay well hydrated, but that doesn't really have anything crazy done with the prostate. But at that point, like the ejaculation portion or any rubbing against it, so like you ride horses or you ride motorcycles or anything that could do some rubbing action there, I would stay away from for at least 24 to 48 hours before your blood test, just to make sure you got a good result. It's not skewed.
Yeah, blood tests and blood pressure, if it's off, it could mess you up.
Oh, yeah.
Not mess you up, but have you thinking something's worse than what
sure.
I was like that when I drank 2 cups of coffee and got my blood pressure done. And then I was like, wait a minute, I was a little bit nervous, and I didn't have any caffeine for a couple of days, got it done again, and it was fine. So
yeah. The biggest thing you got to worry about blood pressure wise and sugar level wise is because it's not like an immediate thing, right? Like if you eat a whole bunch of sugar, you might feel a little nauseous because you're overdosing on sugar, but
blurred vision.
But the biggest thing to watch out for in these two things, because they're silent killers, is kidneys. They directly affect kidneys. So if you have high blood pressure, you just let it go. It's fucking. It's taxing the kidneys.
Yeah.
And if the sugar levels are high, it's taxing the kidneys, and cellular deterioration is happening. So it's destroying the body. It's literally deteriorating the body from the inside out. And if you have both these things working against you, if you let them keep going, then you're going to be in kidney failure very, very, very fast. Like over time, over years, it just keeps deteriorating, going down and going down and going down. So if you,
like I said, bad diets, people who live in the South and have that down south, fried this, fried that, salt, everything.
Sodium.
That's why they usually have kidney problems, hypertension, like Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas. Those like deep South states where like half the state is obese. Really, really bad over there.
Water retention, guys. So that's what happens. Water retention creates high blood pressure. Just like not taking your estrogen blocker, estrogen rising up and going really high. Water retention happens, high blood pressure happens, and that's what goes on. So just make sure you guys are just monitoring this. These are some simple things to monitor. Really simple things. Something you can do through Titan nationwide. These 2 tests usually get covered by general practitioners if you ask for it. It's just something to look at, right? And at that point, you can come to us for some of the more specialty things, or you can come to us for these blood tests too as well. Because if people aren't running them on you, they're doing you a disservice. They should be looking at these things with you. Maybe not every time they go in for a visit, but at least once a year, twice a year maybe.
And if they're, just like John said, they're doing you a disservice. If they're only checking testosterone and estrogen, they're doing you a disservice too.
We're going to checking that.
Yeah, because I mean, I know some places, I'm not sure military, but I know a lot of military places, when they do their blood tests, they're like testosterone, estrogen, they don't really have a full panel. Some may. But like John said, I mean, make sure it's a full panel. Like a full panel blood test. Make sure it's because I've seen now they have like these new blood tests now where it's like not even legit.
I know.
It's not even like it's kind of like order from this site and whatever. It's not even legit.
You know, and it's kind of
So it's like
crazy.
you can't have a guy doing blood tests out of his like garage.
Right,
Like,
right.
And
you know, the thing about it
because
is,
they
like,
can just lie to you to get you to
yeah,
get something that they may have.
yeah, and it's like those aren't even full panel blood tests, and like for the average person out there, you're just looking, oh, full panel blood tests, they're probably all the exact same, right? That's not. So be educated about it and look at the blood test you're getting in the full panel blood testing, right?
Yeah.
Look for these names like CMP, CBC, free and total. Like you can literally look up the names of these tests that we give, and you can put it against anybody else in the country. And I guarantee you, the most inexpensive, all the tests included. We were looking at Andreas's blood test yesterday from the hospital or wherever he went, right? His practitioner, or whatever. You know, they did him such a disservice, like just for the blood tests, like they wanted from, which were general panels like PSA, hemoglobin A1C, CMP, CBC. Like it almost went up to like $115, I think.
Yeah.
And he didn't get free and total testosterone, vitamin B12, estradiol, progesterone.
Free and total. That's like the main.
When they go into general practitioners, like they're not testing free and total on just on every guy. The guy usually has to, you know, start asking for it or saying like he's having these symptoms and can we do this? But even with Andreas went in, right? And you mind if I share this?
Of course not. Okay. Yeah.
So Andreas goes in general practitioner. Andreas has, you know, he's had open heart surgery. He has type 2 diabetes. He's done very well with his diet. He's lost a lot of weight. He's been doing what he needs to do on his part. Medication wise, they've got him on some different things. The one thing they've got him on for the type 2 diabetes is metformin. Metformin, right? 500 milligrams 2 times a day. This is a general protocol usually for people that are on this medication for sugar levels. They'll even go up to 3. So it'll be 1,500 milligrams. And that's the ultimate top. They won't go over that. The reason that they don't go over that is because metformin, yes, it's been researched. It's been used for over 70 years. Great for longevity, great with bringing sugar levels down. But the only problem is over time, if it's at that level of medication, it can do damage on the kidneys. Okay. Any pharmacist will tell you this across the board about metformin. It's a great drug. All right. I take it 500 milligrams a day. But at that point, there's no more. And if you go higher than that, you're going to cause problems. So what do you do after that? And this is where they did him a disservice in the ass. They did him a disservice because Andreas is one of these people that would qualify for a GLP-1 situation from a general practitioner to be able to get insurance covered. Okay. He fits all the flags, right? He has the heart issues. He has the type 2 diabetes. You know, he's lost a lot of weight, but he might still be on that BMI chart of being overweight or obese. So that's how you correct it. One, the GLP-1 were originally made for type 2 diabetics. Okay. So she tells him that no, those GLP-1s were just made for weight loss people. That's completely false. The weight loss thing came in afterwards. And then the kidney protection came in after, and the cardiovascular protection came in afterwards. Originally, type 2 diabetics, that's what the medication was made for. That was what insurance was covering for, and that was it. Now we've come to the day of GLP-1s or weight loss and all these different things. But the main thing is lowering sugar levels. And the main thing that drug does, all those GLPs, 1, 2, and 3, is they lower sugar levels by improving your pancreas to release insulin correctly when it should, helping with insulin sensitivity and helping the body regulate overall. This is how the drug works. This is why you lose weight. The other portion hits the brain and targets the appetite. And that's where you get appetite suppression.
I think the reason why people always assume that it's for weight loss is because usually diabetics are overweight.
Right.
So when they first had these GLP-1s, it was like for diabetics where they're usually overweight. So then,
right.
But just like what you said, it's not only for that.
No.
Only. I mean, there's people that could be in shape or appear to be in shape
right.
and may still benefit from
right.
it. I know red is one. You could benefit from that.
Of course.
Of being in shape. It changes, it helps the blood work and all that stuff too. So
those GLPs will help anybody as far as regulating and optimizing the inside of their body. Anybody, whether you're not in shape, you are in shape, you're type 2 diabetic, not type 2 diabetic, it's going to improve all those things if you're able to take it. And there's a small percentage that can't. I'm in there, but mostly everybody I know takes it or can take it, right? So at that point, like, you know, this is something that, you know, one, they should have gave him right off the bat. So if you're in this situation, have your ammo ready. When you go in there, have your gun ready to shoot. When they say something, you have your rebuttal right back. And a lot of people don't have those rebuttals, okay, because they don't know. So if you guys have questions, I will help you navigate through some of these experiences that you're having with general practitioners to be able to get some of the things that you should be getting. And I'm also an advocate for somebody to be able to listen. If you're getting your insurance and it's covering your testosterone, I would never ask a patient to disregard that, just buy it from us.
Yeah,
right? I'm all about people maximizing whatever they can get with their insurance because insurance is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Okay. I buy insurance. My insurance with Sharice now is over like $2,000 off. I almost want to puke because I'm never sick.
Yeah.
I got doctors here if I am. I get antibiotics like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I still pay. The reason I still pay is because if something dramatic happens to me, Sharice, or Peter, then they'll cover it.
Yeah.
But they will cover things if you just want to go be preventative. And if insurance companies would look at the preventative side and be proactive, they would save more money in the end because less people would be sick and less people would need treatments and less people would need all of this insurance money that's getting paid out right now on sick, obese, and overweight people that have these diseases. I mean, we're talking about improving cardiovascular, so heart patients, think about that. We're talking about improving diabetes type 2 patients. So you think about that's like almost 50% of the population right now that have diabetes type 2.
Yeah.
It's 50%
it's affecting
diabetes type 2.
It's affecting kids now too.
Right?
Now we're seeing kids.
It's ridiculous. It's
like
something
diabetic
yeah,
kids. That's
something
bad.
we need to change. And they are offering this to these kids now.
Mm.
And do I think that's okay or not okay? I'm up in the air about it. I think to a certain extent it is okay. They're giving Adderall and they're not even blood tests. They have no idea if this kid's need Adderall. They're giving Adderall. They're giving a controlled 2 substance.
Yeah.
Why can't we just make them leaner and thinner and be good?
Yeah.
We give kids that are on the low end of growth, on the growth chart, growth hormone.
Mm.
I grew up with a kid who was on the low end of the growth, the chart.
Mm.
He started taking growth hormone. That guy is the biggest guy in my class and still is jacked out of his mind. Great shape.
Yeah.
He was the best pitcher I grew up with. At 11 years old, this guy was doing 30-something miles an hour. It was like phenom, crazy shit. Like the biggest dude. Football, I'd smash you. And this guy was legitimately on growth hormone. Like,
As a kid.
Like I'd go to his house and spend the night. His mom like, hey, David, you need to come in here and do your injection.
No.
His name was David Everett, if he's watching this. So he'd go in there and like his mom would do the little soup. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, it's his medication. I'm thinking, this guy's sick. He needs something.
As a kid, you don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. And now I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, damn. I still want to give my kid growth hormone because he's already big as hell.
Yeah.
But it's still like, like, damn, like that was an option that you didn't even know about, right? It wasn't talked about.
When I was a kid, I saw someone take, but he was like a diabetic. He was just taking insulin. He wasn't big of athletic or anything.
Yeah.
But that was the first time I saw someone do an injection. I was in the summer. I was at this kid's house.
Yeah.
And literally at the table, his mom came over and was like, and he did his, and I couldn't look. I was like, whoa. I was like, what's that? Like, but it's just weird. Like now, it's just like as a kid, you don't realize that. But now, as you're older, like now, as I'm older, I'm thinking about how many kids or how many people I knew that were like unnaturally big.
Yeah.
Like when I was in high school, there was a kid that was like 5'10", 300 pounds. He had like a beard.
Yeah.
And he had huge calves. No, he had a huge beard.
Yeah.
He was like, he was 17, 18 in high school. But a huge beard. He was 5'10". He was like 300 something pounds. He had all the powerlifting, bench pressing, and just the way everything looked, the stuff. He had a receding hairline. He looked like a 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
It's not unheard of. I mean, like when I was growing up, my brother's 9.5 years older than me. Like, so his full football team, like all those guys were doing juice back there. And like, I know guys in high school, they were doing juice.
I don't know anything about that.
I didn't know too much about it, right? And then like, it's funny because I could call this guy up right now on the phone. But when I was in my senior year, right, at high school, I told these guys, I was like, exactly what I'm doing right now, that's what I was going to be doing back then. I had no idea what I was going to be doing.
Yeah.
It was crazy, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of guys were doing it back then, and they got the benefits from it. I mean, I don't know what they paid for afterwards. Now at this point, because I see some of them. One guy looks like a sack of potatoes. He probably just let himself go.
Yeah, but even now, knowing like been doing this forever, now knowing exactly all the signs,
Oh yeah.
I mean, now looking back in high school, like, these this kid's skin looked like an acne infomercial everywhere.
That's like
snapping on everybody and just like getting in fights and just breaking all these lifting records. And
That's when you know for sure. That's when you know. I mean, you can definitely tell.
I know it was big in Texas, like when I was younger and like reading videos or watching YouTube videos, like those kids in Texas, like, I'm from New England, so it's like up there, football's not that crazy.
Right.
But down here, Florida, these kids are huge.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean,
there's some big
like
ones.
there's kids my size in high school on the football field running around like smashing kids. Like,
it's scary. It's
crazy.
scary the size of some of these kids and what they're getting to nowadays.
And then the access they have too. That's why parents out there got to watch these kids now, because there's like these sketchy sites, this and that. Don't let them. Hey, mom, I need to order some protein. Let me get your card. And they order. You don't even like pay attention to that, because they could be ordering illegal stuff that's literally killing them or causing all these crazy problems.
Shutting down their natural production. If they're ordering SARMs online, you can order SARMs. I don't know, from million sites.
Yeah, like
think
check,
about the research.
check the invoice on those credit cards or those charges. And go to the site. And if you see something, don't be afraid to ask.
Ask questions.
Yeah, ask questions.
That's one thing as a
They'll
parent.
just go online and order whatever they want.
That's one thing as a parent, man, I could definitely vouch for. If you got to talk to your kids, because man, there is so much shit going on right now that they have access to. I mean, it's crazy. Before they wouldn't have access. Like when we were growing up, we didn't have access.
We had temporary access.
Yeah,
magazine.
Think about it. You had to order off and pay for it like that. Like so it's nuts. And you got to talk to your kids, and you got to know what's going on in your kid's life. Like that's one thing. We mean with Peter right now, because he's got his car and everything, drives his games, goes to his girlfriend's house afterwards, comes back home like 10 o'clock. Then he goes to his room. Told Peter, said, bro, it's mandatory now. Every day you give me 5 minutes. We're talking about what happened in the day, what's going on. Like, I don't care if you're pissed off, not pissed off, whatever it is, we're gonna talk. You can talk about it, you can control the conversation. I was like, but we're gonna talk at least 5 minutes a day, so I can get some knowledge about what's going on and be in there, right? So, but yeah, that's really it. I mean, as far as that goes, I mean, it's just nuts.
Lot to deal with. Got to be just like right back to the beginning. Information is everything. So just like John said, whether it's giving information or getting information, it's everything.
Everything.
The easiest way to know is to get your blood test done.
Yeah.
So rather than stress, rather than Google search or ask this or that, or say I'm fine because I don't have this or that, get it done, and then just start from there. And a lot of the things that me and John talk about today, or even other days, you don't need blood work for as well. So
no, it's true.
If you guys need more info, just call the number 727-389-3220. Start asking them. They can give you all the info. They can let you know about whatever it takes to do whatever. We're just the info guys. Just call us. We'll give you the info. I'll give you my personal experience, any of this Titan stuff. I haven't used Ready yet. I haven't used Tessa. There's just a couple things I haven't used yet. But once I use those, I'll definitely let you guys know.
It's good. Definitely some good stuff.
I'm not going to give out too much information on stuff that I haven't taken on a personal level. Like on paper, what it does, but on a personal level, I always like to give on a personal level, where it's MK or, Hercules Potion. I like to give my personal experience with it as well.
Yeah, man. So I'm telling you guys, if you guys have any questions, concerns, just call or text the number. Retta is on discount this week too as well. So if you guys want to take advantage of the GLPs, please just get some more information from our people, and they'll be happy to talk everything through. All right, events coming up. So next Saturday, we have the Vice in Clearwater. This is a new event by Donna Crowley and us, and honestly, I really don't know what to expect. I know it'll be a good event. I know there's going to be exotic cars there. There's going to be some sort of fashion there. It might be a little bit different, like the Carson Couture one, where people are kind of like walking around.
Where's the location of vendor?
The location. No, it's in Clearwater. I think. Let me see.
Vice. Shout out Donna Crowley too. She always has good events.
What do you got? Location. I think it just has an address, right?
Yeah, it's the Gulfview Boulevard in Clearwater.
So it's on Gulfview Boulevard in Clearwater. Just check our social media.
Or Viceroy.
Yeah. Oh, it's at the Viceroy?
Yes.
Okay, so it's at the Viceroy. I definitely know where it's at. It's in a hotel. If you guys would be good to go.
I mean, hence Vice then.
Yeah, hence Vice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I believe it's from 6 to 10.
It's from 4 to 8.
4 to 8. 4 to 8.
Saturday, November 8th.
A little different. It's gonna be an early night for us. Right? 4 to 8 p.m.
48's a good time.
Yeah, so you guys can still go out, do something, get some dinner, or do something afterwards. Nice. Okay.
Swanky Sunset Soiree.
Yeah. Mid-century chic, high octane excitement.
Oh, was it dress code? I see the dress code there. Scroll down a little bit.
There dress code?
You scroll down a little bit. I saw something. Keep going down. Right there. Elegant dresses, lightwear pants and skirts, tailored trousers, lightweight blouses, chic jumpsuits, no clue what that is, wedges and stylish flats or stamps.
Lightweight pants.
So if you guys need to know the dress code, check the site. Don't show up in a basketball jersey, Jordans.
Yeah, probably won't be.
A do-rag basketball jersey and Jordan, you're not getting in.
Most of the events that we do with Donna are pretty much dressed up, like that. This is more like resort wear. I think it's the going theme.
I'm a slacks and Titan V-neck type of guy.
Oh yeah,
Tight.
Titans in there. The gold logo for this one is black and gold. I think with the colors.
So Jacob's Touch is also autism, right?
Yep,
Autism for a good cause.
Yeah, we always do. We always go with a charity. Jacob's Touch, we usually do a lot with. So it's another good experience. We're going to go out there and we're going to do this for a good cause.
Motorsports social.
Not just to go out there and do an event, right? It's not for that. Like, I did a sponsorship for an event and I talked to the guy yesterday. And he went to go charge me sales tax at the event for a sponsorship. And go, I've never.
It's so strange.
13 years, and I've done a lot of events, guys. I've never paid sales tax on a sponsorship. Sponsorships aren't supposed to be taxed. It's not. You're not getting a good, right?
Right.
You're paying for advertising. Even if you pay advertising through Google, Meta, anything else, there's not tax associated with that. So I told him, I said, listen, I was like, usually, honestly, you would have a charity lined up with this anyway, and it would be tax deductible on both sides. For a person like a sponsor to get a tax deductible thing, it has to be attached to a charity. So it's always just like, you guys are throwing these events, but you guys want to charge sales tax and you guys want to give it back to a charity.
Yeah.
And when you tell me you barely have enough money for the event, I'm like, bro, listen, then what's going on with the money? You know what I'm saying? So I'm a part of the event, and then charging the sales tax. So God bless and thank you. And we'll see how that event goes. But for this, Jacob's Touch, and then after that, I think I'm trying to schedule another event for us, guys. I'll just give me till next week, and I'll try to lock it down. But I'm trying to schedule something for the day before Thanksgiving.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
like a
couple of days before Thanksgiving, the Sunday before Thanksgiving, where we can give out our turkeys and do things like that.
Oh yeah,
we did last year.
Turkey giveaway. Yeah, turkey giveaway.
Gotta do the turkey giveaway. Gotta get back to the community, man. Gotta get back. I don't care if I show them turkeys and people just come pick them up.
Now, what turkeys do you usually go with? What do you?
So we should get the turkeys from Publix.
So that's what everyone.
Publix has really good turkeys.
Every time I hear a turkey giveaway, it's Publix. Shout out to Publix.
Shout out to Publix.
Yeah, they're good.
Publix they're really, really good about partnering for community events. They did us a solid last year, bought out the truck.
Yeah, remember they brought the truck?
They brought the
truck.
Yeah, they brought the truck out there that day. They were there with us, helping us give out those turkeys. I think they even sponsored some of the stuffings and extra.
Yes, they did. You're right.
Remember, we got to give those away too as well,
Yeah, extra.
which was awesome. It was awesome. Last year was our first annual. We did with Skell, and this year we're going to try to make it bigger and better. So I'm going to get on a phone call after this and see how bigger and better we can make it.
Nice.
So you guys stay tuned for that. Hopefully that'll be going on at maybe December event. And then we go into the new year, man.
Can't believe the New Year's coming up.
So
Can't believe the summer's over. It's cold out.
2 months to go.
Yeah.
New Year's.
I'm still saying I love it. Summer. It's
26, man. 26.
26.
26.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Wow, it's gonna be crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah. That's pretty much it for today, though, right?
Yeah, no, it's a good show.
We'll be back next week, 2 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do this every week. If you guys aren't subscribed to the YouTube, do that.
Yeah.
Hit the bell so you're notified of videos like this.
Yep.
We're also on the podcast, Instagram, Facebook, and I believe TikTok as well.
Yep. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you guys can find us, we are there.
Also the podcast too. So you can check the podcast. If you have an iPhone, just go to the podcast logo and just click on that, type in Titan Lifestyle. Or if you have an Android phone, just go to your Google search, type in Titan Lifestyle. You can check out all the podcasts. We've done 250, 300 shows every week for years now. So there's a lot of info. You can go back down memory lane and see how much we've grown.
For
how
real.
much John's grown, how much the studio has grown.
Wow.
It's been crazy.
Yeah.
We went from standing up in a small room with boxes and chairs everywhere to sitting in a luxury lounge with a bar over there, other couches, TVs everywhere.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
Definitely progressed. So it's all about
Right here in Channel Side too. So yeah, perfect
You see
location.
the wild observatory wheel come up soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be a whole bunch of Titans at the back door, seeing what this place is all about.
Oh yeah. So we'll see you guys next week. We appreciate it. Have a happy Halloween and a great weekend.
Yeah, have a great week. I'll see you guys next week for Titan Lifestyle. John, Big Dru, we're out.
Yeah.